Hello, friends, and welcome to the Shaman's View, the view from the invisible world. I'm Dr. Alberto Villoldo, and today we're going to be speaking and engaging the animal powers that are so important in that journey beyond death. See, and we'll take a moment or two. I want to wait for our um, participants to finish joining up. So let's take a moment together. Maybe we can take a few deep breaths together with the drum so we can enter into that healing state. Because today we're going to work directly with the animal powers. Inhaling to a count of 4 and holding to a count of 4, exhaling to a count of 4, and the breath empty to a count of 4. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, exhaling, holding to 4, 2, 3, 4, exhaling to 4, 2, 3, 4, empty to 4, 2, 3, 4, inhaling to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding to 4, 2, 3, 4, exhaling to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, holding to 4, empty, 2, 3, 4. Now deep breath and exhale. This exercise is so important to slow our breathing down so we can come into that parasympathetic nervous system, the state of deep relaxation. Instead of breathing 12 to 15 times a minute, like we do in the ordinary world, and it's not normal, it's the new normal, that's the fight or flight stress response. Time yourself. You'll see that you breathe between 12 and 15 times a minute. If you do this practice, you'll be breathing twice a minute, and you'll be slowing your world down and finally stopping it. And it's when you stop the world that you're able to step out of the world, out of the material world, and into the invisible world, into the world that the shamans have access to so readily, but that we have lost contact with. The mist of Avalon have become very, very thick. The veils between the worlds have become almost impenetrable. But there was a time in which we could journey readily and easily between the visible and the invisible world. The invisible world is nature. It's natural. It's not supernatural. That's the Western concept. But in the shamanic traditions, there's only the natural world with the visible and an invisible component to it. And it's our ability to journey consciously between them without having to fall asleep, because we do this in our dream time already, except that for us in the West, we don't dream. The dreams dream us. We don't dream them. We don't know how to guide them and dream lucidly. It's going to be a really important skill set that you want to develop on the journey beyond death. This is a great journey, an epic journey that we need to prepare for, just in case it's true. You need to really hedge your bets here. You don't want to be learning the journey beyond death in the last week of your life. You want to explore those territories that are full of luminous beings that are so rich now, while you have a body, not when you're about to lose it. And one of the most important places that we need to master is the realm of the animal spirits. So just to do a brief recap, we've looked at the stone people world, the realm of the stone people. This is the first layer of the upper world, and it's a mirror of our material world. You know, we have the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, and the animal kingdom. Well, the ancients believed that this was mirrored also in the heavens. So the first ring is the stone people world, dense, thick, no light, feeling, emotion, heavy drugged sleep for a human, even though it's a perfectly nice place if you happen to be a stone. Because even the stones have a soul. They have the essence of the Creator in them as well. And this is where they source from. The next ring is the plant people ring, the spirit plant medicine ring, where shamans go to find a remedy that they need for a patient. They'll go into the plant spirit realm and they'll ask for a cure. And they will get from the great apothecary whatever energetic remedy they need for that person. They will get the spirit, the essence of a plant. And whether they use it in the physical plant or simply blow it into the water and offer it to their clients or their patients, healing happens. The plant people world, this realm is perfectly wonderful if you happen to be a plant. And it's after the coming of the light. It's luminous. There's a lot of light. It's beautiful. There are vines and there are great trees. Ancient forests are here. The medicine plants and the flowers, the flower medicine, the flower realms, exquisite. And here's where the shaman needs to have access to their medicine plants. What are your healing remedies that you make at home? Not that you buy at the local health food store or drugstore, but that you prepare at home, the tinctures, the essences that you know how to make. How do you take a little bit of the curcumin that you take every morning, take it out of the capsule or buy the powder and make the golden milk that is so wonderful to take warm in the morning because it activates that curcumin. It's your medicine. And the spirit of these plants, and including the spirit of the great teacher plants like the San Pedro or the ayahuasca or some of the visionary plants, will meet you and receive you and guide you through this realm. And this is where the shaman needs to go frequently to help someone who's passed, who may be stuck purging in the stone people world or the plant people realm, and to assist them in becoming fully conscious and learning the lessons. This is what purgatory, what purging is about. It's not about paying for your sins. It's not about being burning in hell. It's about learning the lesson that you failed to learn while on earth, and now you're getting to learn in what the Buddhists call the bardos, where in Christianity are known as the purgatories. And then as you begin to wake up, you begin to heal, to repair, you enter into the animal realm, the animal spirit realm. And this is where the spirits of the ancient animals are still present. The saber-toothed tiger is still here. And the interesting thing is that the animals have collective souls. They don't have individual souls like we have, like humans have. Most of the animals, 99.9% of them, have collective souls. So when a wolf dies, the spirit of that wolf goes back to the collective spirit of the wolf. And here's where the shaman needs to have her power animals. The connection with the great animal archetypes that you do whenever you create sacred space. When you call on the spirit of the serpent or the jaguar or the hummingbird or the eagle to come and protect your space, to balance it, to bring their powers. You're summoning powers, beings. And we do that, of course, with our spirit water, where we blow spirit water, sweet essences from the flowers that you have picked. So you're collecting your medicine from the realm of the plant people. The flower essences are so powerful. If you've ever tried the Bach flower remedies, you know how extraordinary they are. When you prepare your own flower remedies in your spirit water that you use to spritz, that you use to sweeten your breath and to feed with your love and your breath these great archetypes, they come and they meet you and they protect you in our world and in the invisible world as well. So you have acquired a relationship with a spirit animal that is your personal protector. That eagle comes and receives you when you're journeying up to the animal spirit realm, and you ask the spirit of the eagle, take me to find this person that I need to help. or bring me the kind of healing and medicine that I need in order to wake up and to heal now while I'm in this body, and not try to do it in the invisible realms when we don't have the container of a body to learn those deep, deep lessons that we need to learn. Now, one of the legends of the Inka is that when you die, you go through these realms, and then the very last world that you visit is the world of the village of the dogs. The village of the dogs. And the dogs include here the cats as well, just metaphorically. And if you have been nice to the animals, if you treated the animals well during your life, they will guide you across that village and through all the dangers and trappings and tests to the other end of the village. And you can then jump off into your journey through the Milky Way, through the stars. Now, when you ask an indigenous person from Lake Titicaca, for example, from the sea on top of the world, these are the Uro people. The Uro tell you, well, we come from over there. Then they point to Sirius, to the star Sirius. And remember, Sirius is the dog star. And this is the last place that we visit before we jump off into the journey through the stars. If you watch the Andean shamans when they do a Despacio Offering for the earth, this is a mandala, a medicine bundle prepared for the earth with all of the sweets and fruits, the best seeds from their harvest. And they prepare an offering with the coca leaves and the plants and the seeds, a prayer offering to the mother, or for whatever object or longing that they have, whatever outcome that they wish to create. That in this offering there are two threads. There's a ribbon, a red ribbon, and a silver ribbon. And the red ribbon represents the red road that we all walk. We all walk the red road on the earth. And the silver ribbon represents our journey through the Milky Way, through the galaxy, through the stars. We are star travelers. We're not only traveling through this earth. But to make that leap, you have to go through the village of the dogs, or really through the realm of the animal spirits, through this ring. Now, the animals, the word animal comes from anima. Anima is the Greek word for spirit. So the animals are the soul. They are the soul of the mother. They're the soul of the earth. It's fascinating when you go and spend time with Amazonian peoples and they're going out on a hunt. When they go out on a hunt, they prepare for 2 or 3 days before they go out on a hunt, and they will summon the spirit of the animal that they're going to be hunting. And they speak to nature, they speak to spirit. They say, please bring us an offering. We come with good hearts, with open hearts. We are stewards of the earth. Bring us our food. And if they are in right relationship with spirit, that animal will be there waiting for them. They don't have to stalk up to it like modern hunters do, load their rifle and quietly sneak up to this deer that'll fly away if it sees you. That deer will be waiting for you and looking at you straight in the eyes, because it's an offering from the mother. She has offered one of her young to you, and we don't refer to that deer as meat. You refer to it as a gift from the Great Mother, from the divine, and you take the essence of the deer within you as well. And I'll share a personal story that I had a group of high school friends. There were 3 or 4 of us that were friends when we were 17 and 18, which was lifetimes ago. And we would get together once a year, once every other year, and go camping. And one of our friends was a hunter. So that year we end up going camping, and he has hunting permits and a rifle, and there are 4 of us. And the day before, I do a beautiful despacho offering to the earth, and just in gratitude for so much beauty I've discovered in my life, and I make this prayer and I offer it to the earth. and we take turns to see who's going to take the rifle first. I don't want to have the rifle. I don't want to kill anything, but I get the straw and I win. And so I get to carry the rifle first. And 10 minutes later, we come across this beautiful deer, big antlers, and my friend is going, wow, look at it. It's 30 yards away. Come on, Alberto. And I go, okay. So I load the rifle, put a bullet in it, and I take aim, and I look at the deer through the sight, and I see his beautiful eyes, and I go up about 6 feet, and I shoot at a branch 6 feet higher than the deer, because I want to scare it. I want it to run away. And huge explosion, I hit the branch, and the deer looks up and then looks at me in the eyes. And I go, oh my God. The offering that I made last night was not to try to hunt anything, it was an offering of gratitude, but now the mother is offering me her gift of this life. And I said to my friend, I can't do it. And I gave him the rifle, and the minute that he took the rifle, that deer looked at us and ran away like a lightning. So this is how the hunters used to hunt. They weren't stealthily sneaking up on their prey and then stabbing it or shooting an arrow into it. They would ask for an offering, and the mother would give us one of her young. It was not meat, it was not food, it was the spirit of the earth and the mother. So this is really important. Many of us today are still eating meat and fish and the animals, and it's so important to give thanks to the spirit of that animal. I was having dinner a few days ago with friends that are doctors, and they say, yeah, you know, salmon today is wild-caught salmon is full of omega-3s, DHA. It's great for repairing the brain. And I'm saying, you're not eating DHA. You're taking the spirit of an animal, of a creature inside of you, a gift from the earth. It's the spirit of a salmon that you're taking into you with that endurance to go back to the place that you were spawned, the place of your source and your origin, even if you have to swim upstream through waterfalls like the salmon do. So the realm of the animals welcomes you depending on the relationships that you have had with the animals and with the mother, because they are her soul. The embodiment of the soul of Gaia, of the planet, are the animals. And today, when we are having so many species becoming extinct, it's a loss of soul. Our mother is losing her vital force and power. We're destroying the soul of our mother, committing a kind of matricide. So when you enter the ring of the animals, they're going to ask you, how did you treat the animals? How were you in relationship with the animals and the earth? And remember that they have collective souls, and your power animals will come to meet you. And this realm is full of tests. This is where we get tested to see if we have learned the lessons that we came to learn, if we have practiced charity, compassion, forgiveness. So I was driving with my mother a couple of years ago, and there was somebody asking for money on this traffic light at the stoplight, and she rolls the window down and gives the man money. I go, thank you, Mother, that's so nice that you did that. She says, yeah, I have to do it because otherwise I'll get bad luck. So I said, well, you were doing it for you. I thought you were doing it for this man that was hungry. She said, well, for both of us. So in a sense, you want to have a good relationship with all life, a right relationship. Not only what you eat, but how you care for the animals. How do you treat your pets? How do you vent your anger on the dog? And what about this notion of pets? We need to revisit that. How do we relate to the animals? And if we have learned the lessons of charity, of compassion, of forgiveness, of gratitude, of the wisdom to see the greater picture of things, if we have embodied that spirit of the eagle that allows us to fly above things and see them with clarity without allowing ourselves to be seduced by the drama, then we make it through the animal spirit realm. And we're guided by our power animals. This is why they're so important. We've all seen someone with a seeing eye dog, a blind person with a dog that guides them through life. When you get to this realm, you're going to need guidance. You're going to need your animal instincts to guide you through this realm, to come to the fourth world of the ancestors, to the place of the light, the luminosity, and then maybe even to emerge into the fifth world that we're all emerging into at this point, and that we'll cover in a later video. So this is vital that you connect with the spirit of your animals, call them, create sacred space, call on the serpent, mother, sister, serpent. I call on you. Wrap your coils of light around me. Teach me your ways to shed the past the way you shed your skin. Teach me the ways of being on the belly of the mother like you are. Great jaguar, mother, sister, jaguar. I call on my jaguars, my protector. Come, teach me the ways of fearlessness. In these times of great fear, I call upon you. Create the space to turn this into a sacred healing space. Let me know your presence. You who know the ways beyond death, the ways of life and of death, be present as I'm working on this child that might need healing. It's the spirit of the hummingbird. Oh, great teacher. Teach me the ways of the epic journey. I call on you. Bring the essence of the flowers to the space and to the eagle, mother, sister, eagle. Fly high above us. Open my eyes that I may spread my own wings and always fly wing to wing with the great spirit. Summon the archetypes. Work with the animal spirits because they are the soul of the mother. People ask me sometimes, how do I reconnect to nature? I live in a city. How do I connect with nature again? Do I go to the park and I go call on the power animals, on the spirit animals? Because you can connect with the invisible part of nature no matter where you are. And this realm is the realm where you collect the powers. So here your tests have to do with not only the practice of compassion and charity and forgiveness and the like, but have you embodied the gifts of the spirit animals? Have you embodied the gift of fearlessness of the jaguar, the gifts of the eagle of vision and clarity? And until you learn those lessons, you have to remain in that realm so that you're no longer a product of what happened to you when you were 6 or 12 or your first divorce or love, but you're a product of who you're becoming. You become not the result of your stories, but you become the storyteller. And you acquire the spirit animal powers that are offered to you. And from there, we can then journey up to the fourth world, the place of the ancestors, where we meet our ancestors and where we discover that it's also the source realm of the whales and the dolphins, the orcas, the dolphins, that they also have individual souls like we do. So to close, I'd like to invite us to do a guided meditation to visit that realm of the spirit animals and to find a power animal that's stalking you right now, a source of wisdom and power that's available to you. Maybe that you've been dancing around and avoiding for some time. And first, let's breathe together. Inhale to a count of 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold to 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold empty for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold to 4. Exhale to 4. Empty to 4. Inhale to 4. Hold to 4. Exhale to 4. And empty to 4. And a deep breath and exhale. And I'd like you to imagine yourself in a meadow, in a beautiful place in nature. Maybe it's a mountaintop. Maybe it's a forest. Maybe it's a glade. Maybe you're surrounded by flowers. A favorite place of yours. Maybe it's a beach or a river. And I'd like you to find a place to sit. Perhaps there's a stone there that you could sit on. And breathe in the fresh air, the clean air of the space, and sense the purity of the energy, how pristine and luminous it is. And I'd like you to close your eyes in this journey, and I'd like you to summon your power animal. Perhaps it's one that you're familiar with already, or perhaps it's a new one that's stalking you, a new kind of wisdom and power that's important for you to embody today. In these times that are so challenging, a new wisdom that will help you grow through these tests that we're facing today. And call on the spirit animal. And sense it coming close to you from behind. Drawing near until it's 3 or 4 feet behind you. And you can sense its presence. You can hear its breathing. You can sense its energy. And now slowly, gradually, I'd like you to turn around and open your eyes and gaze into the eyes of your power animal. And if you don't see a power animal, just sense the presence. Maybe it has not revealed itself to you, or maybe it's there. Look into her eyes, his eyes, its eyes. And ask it, what kind of wisdom are you offering me? What lessons do I need to learn, and how can I learn them directly from knowledge and not through suffering? What wisdom do you bring me? What kind of power do you have? Look into his eyes. Gaze deeply into his eyes and hear your answers with words or maybe in silence. What wisdom are you bringing me? How can I embody that wisdom? What parts of me need to die so that I can become that wisdom, so that wisdom can live within me? What message do you have for me? Ask it and listen. What teaching, what lessons? What must I do to embody you fully? And I'd like you to reach out with both hands and invite that spirit animal, that power animal, to come into you, to come into your heart center, to your heart chakra. Reach out with both hands and bring that spirit animal into you, to your heart. Fur, fin, scales, claws, wings, tail. And feel its energy going to every cell in your body. Infusing your body with his wisdom and with his power. And place your hands over your heart center, allowing this wisdom and energy and power to settle into every cell in your body. And take a deep breath and another. And now I'd like you to begin to make your way back from this beautiful place in nature, to begin to walk back, feeling the cool grass or sand or water beneath your feet, making your way back into your room and into your body and into yourself today, right here, right now, bringing with you that essence of that spirit animal that's now in every cell in your body, reconnecting you to your instinct, to the mother, to nature, coming alive within you. And knowing that this will be your guide in the realm, in that ring of the spirit animals. Visit that ring. Allow this great archetype that you've taken into you, the spirit animal, to guide you through those realms that we will all need to learn the maps so we can navigate safely through as we go back to the realm of the ancestors. Thank you very much for joining me today in the Shaman's View, and blessings to you. And this is a really important time of the month. This month is a critical time according to the shamans that I speak with in the Andes. They say that the seeds are being planted. The seeds are being planted for the new time right now. So it's a time to stay centered, focused, dedicated to your practice and to your presence, to showing up fully. Aho.